Hello and welcome to LFC TV's Carabao Cup review show here on YouTube. If you're enjoying the content, do subscribe for plenty more. Neil Mellor is alongside me to reflect on a truly memorable day at Wembley. What a final that was.
Incredible. I mean, the first major cup final of the season. We've gone into it thinking we're favourites, but in terms of would Salah be fit, would Nunez be fit, with all the injuries that we had, we knew that we were certainly depleted in terms of our full strength lineup. But wow, just what a performance. How brave was the manager to make the changes that he did, and the atmosphere, absolutely incredible. It really was to be inside Wembley to witness this one.
Well, let's have a look at the vital moment then from the final. It looked as though we were heading for yet another penalty shootout between Liverpool and Chelsea before the captain arrived late on.
Oh, can I admit it now? I'd have took penalties at one stage in that extra time. But yeah, I mean, what a moment. We already had the celebrations before it when the goal was disallowed. And just right at the end, when you're thinking it's going to be penalties, this moment pops up and the celebrations in the stand. Let me tell you, it was absolutely magnificent. But this is how the goal comes about. It's an in-swinging ball from Tsimikas from that right wing position. There's three players all clustered towards the edge of the box there. 3 Liverpool, 3 Chelsea. Look at the space that Chelsea leave on that near post. They don't really guard that near post too well. So it becomes inviting for one of those 3 Liverpool players to really go and attack that near space. And that's what happens. The 3 players, you've got Quansah in there, you've got Virgil van Dijk and Dans. So there's the movement. Virgil goes to the near post, young Jadon Dans makes his run down the middle, and Quansah peels out and he's going towards that far post. The delivery is towards the near post. And then it's inviting for Virgil because the space is there to really go and attack it and get there ahead of the Chelsea players. Here we go. What I couldn't believe is if you are man marking Virgil van Dijk, best header of the ball in the penalty area, you've got to get closer. Disasi, number 2 for Chelsea, he is responsible for man with Virgil van Dijk. He's not tight enough. He's not tight enough. And the problem with that is he's given himself a job to do to try and catch up to him, to try and stop him or block him or do whatever he needs to win that header first. Now Virgil's away. Casado's with Dan's. You can see Enzo's goal side of Quansah. They're doing OK in their positions. Disasi has allowed Virgil van Dijk to get away. He's not got close enough at any point. So Virgil's away from his man-for-man marker, which is Disasi. Now in this position, you're thinking, OK, well, near post, you've got Mudryk, who hasn't even looked to see if there's any Liverpool runners. Probably in a favourite position to beat Virgil. Virgil's away from Disasi. But it's that desire from Virgil to want to win it, not just ahead of Disasi, but ahead of Mudryk as well, to get that little flick at the near post. And what a moment that was. Absolutely magnificent. There's the touch. Mudryk, not known for his heading, thinks he's probably going to head the ball away. And there's that little touch from Virgil van Dijk. Glances it in towards the far corner. Keeper's got no chance. And that was a magnificent moment to win the cup.
And simply put, whenever Virgil van Dijk scores, there's only one result.
Yep, a win. And what a great record that is. That's his 4th goal of the season so far. He got the goal against Sheffield United in the Premier League. Couple more cup games as well. There we go. Top of the list. Naby Keita's on there. More familiar names. Fabinho on there. Morientes. So a few unfamiliar names as well. A little bit older. But yeah, Virgil van Dijk way out in front. 21 times.
Oh, 2 years ago in the League Cup final, Caoimhin Kelleher was the hero with that winning penalty. The winner, or the hero, I guess, yesterday with his day job, making plenty of great saves.
Brilliant. Absolutely. Big saves, key moments of the game. Well done, Caoimhin Kelleher. Here we go. So some of those big saves to show you and just how important they were to make sure that we did lift the trophy again. This was 20 minutes into the game. Chelsea, a little bit of a scramble in the box, forced to Palmer, thinking he's going to score. The noise for when that save, it was almost like a cheer, like Liverpool had scored. It was a really loud cheer inside the stadium. It felt a significant moment in the game. It really did. He spreads himself brilliantly. There we go. The left bicep, whatever it is strong, his arm there, and he makes a goal-saving save. That's what it is. Palmer thinks he scored. Kelleher with the save. And by the way, the Endo challenge is great as well. Does just enough to stop the rebounds going in there. So brilliant there. This is in the second half. Disasi with that opportunity doesn't make the most of that. A comfortable save for Kelleher. A little bit lucky there. It comes off the post. You know, he doesn't have to make a save on this occasion. This is a big moment, a really big moment in the game. Decision-making for a goalkeeper. So the pass has come into Gallagher, and rather than being on the move, he's waiting to see if Gallagher's going to hit it first time, because if he hits it first time and he's on the move, he can't get down to make the save. So he's waiting, decision-making. How good you touch? Because I'm going to be on you very quickly. So because he's taken the touch, that's when he decides to go and close him down and make the save. Brilliant. Off his line really quickly to deny Gallagher that opportunity. Brilliant save. Another one later on for Chelsea. Good save again, covering his near post. It's one of those, sometimes you see it go between goalkeeper's legs, spreads himself nicely, covers his near post and makes that save as well to stop Chelsea scoring. So absolutely brilliant. It really was from Caoimhin Kelleher, and then Gomez helps him out as well. And he says, thanks very much, and we can breathe a sigh of relief.
And as we saw right at the top of the show when we looked at the XG, plenty of chances created by both teams and plenty of saves made by both goalkeepers, not just Caoimhin Kelleher, but as we can see also, the fella at the other end.
Yeah, I mean, we're saying about Kelleher making big saves, but look at that from Petrovic there. He's made more saves, and in fact, it's the most in any of the cup finals since 2005-06. The game's gone to extra time, OK, and some of those games haven't there. Even 2 years ago, Caoimhin Kelleher only made 4 saves in that cup final, but needed it on a lot more occasions this time, 9 times.
Those youngsters, what a job they did.
Yeah, and what a job the academy are doing in general in developing and nurturing these young players. We've seen 15 of them play for the first team this season. This was a cameo of Bobby Clark coming on. We've got a first team manager in Jurgen Klopp who's brave enough to play these young players. He said he needed fresh legs on there, and he looks at the bench and think, go on then. He will give these young players that chance rather than think, he hasn't started in the Premier League. Bobby Clark's not even started a Premier League game. But there he is, with 15, 20 minutes to go in normal. Out you go. Go and play for Liverpool. Bobby Clark's on. Dan's as well. Here we go. McConnell wins the header. Young Jadon Dan's, another who's never even played it, started a Premier League game, coming off the bench, nearly getting himself a goal. And then James McConnell, a young player, really talented player, only 19, got himself involved. Love this. Chelsea looking to break. Nice and strong tackle. There we go. Fully committed in this one, and again it's a good yellow card because this is about this is the first period. This is extra time. Chelsea's at 0-0. Chelsea is still thinking they can win it on the counter attack. Look at the blue shirts. He knew what he was doing. He knew he was going to get a yellow card, but it's an important one because Chelsea are looking to break there, and if he doesn't, there may well be a goal scoring opportunity for Chelsea rather than us getting that winning goal. So yeah, it's. I thought it was actually really experienced play from somebody so young to make that decision for the yellow card. Here again, always available. He was always available to get on the ball there, little half turn, trying to play his mate in on the right hand side.
But James McConnell up against 2 £100 million plus midfielders, but when he came on, touch-wise, you'd think he'd ran the game.
Well, high-pressure game. You never experienced a game of this magnitude before, but like he's got involved. Enzo Fernandez, he played in a World Cup final, played 120 minutes in a World Cup final. And there's James McConnell, who hasn't even started a Premier League game, getting more touches, wanting to be on the ball more. And, yeah, absolutely credit to him to have that mentality, to be brave enough, rather than scared and thinking, oh, what an occasion. Huge credit to James McConnell for how he performed.